Hello, welcome to my organised chaos. So the first thing I do in my step to getting 3D things printed is print out the orders, lay them out, colour code them, and then decide what printers they're going to go on, because as you can see there's one printer there, there's two over there, and then we've got, let's see if we can do this. Ooh, look at this with the fancy ass panning. Then we have another one there, and then I can't actually see. I'm gonna have to walk in front of the camera. And then we have another one up over there, right? So that one is supposed to be my my sort of research and development machine, but it's not at the moment because I have too many orders. So now we're gonna have to swing back around again. So what I like to do is I like to lay out all the orders. As you can see here, there's one, two, we'll ignore these ones because they're just difficult. These all here, right? And then we've got this one that goes, well actually this one from the 28th through to the 30th. Now these three and a bit are all organised. I'll bring you up and I'll show you. You can see, if I come in nice and close here, hopefully you can see it says 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, and then this one over here, it's got a 2 on it, and this one's got 1, this one's got 7. Is it focusing? Yes, it is. Alright, so what I do, this is really difficult because I now have the stand. So because these are all red, they all went on the same machine. Because these were all white, you can see here these are all white, 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 they all went on to the 7, and then I had fairy floss on number 1, so this one has a number 1, and then over here, oh no, actually you haven't done that yet, no, right, well these, forget that, pretend you didn't see that. So once all the whites are finished, we're going to move on to pink. So I will change out the white off the number 7 machine out for pink, and then all of those ones will get done at the same time. So what I like to do is I like to consolidate 2 or 3 days worth of orders. This is just 28, 28, 28, 28. So that's just one day there. There are others there. That one's a 28 days. 28. That's the 28th as well. That only has 1 to go. So what I'll do with this and these 3 here, these other 3 here, now that they're all sorted out, is I will go through and work out what on those needs printing. So as you can see, none of these have numbers, yet they're all pastel green. So all of those will get organised and put on a thing I don't have, micro SD cards is what the printers actually take. Yeah, and that's all pastel green, and now I have pastel green going on this machine already. So when that's the, I'll just walk around and show you, it's easier. Excuse the mess. I haven't done the recycling yet. So this one is currently printing a full set of shapers, and there's 20 files because I do 2 at a time. So this one, each one of these takes around about 4 hours. So this has got about 2 hours to go. I don't know if we can actually, I don't think it's gonna, might be a little bright. Oh, there you go, you can see that, it says it's done 2:20. So that's probably got around about 2 hours left to go. So yeah, so that leaves these 4, so that's 4, 8, 12, 16 hours left. So say there's about 18 hours left on this printer for this order to be done. So then I will go back through, and we go back over here again, I don't care. You can judge me for my mess. Go right ahead. I don't care. So yeah, so I will then put all these on a card. So, and these will get printed on that machine because it already has pastel green on it. So it's just quicker to not change colours unless I have to. Now this one, this is my number 1 machine because this is the first machine. They're numbered kind of odd. This is number 1, that's number 6, that's number 2, that's number 5, and that is number 7. So because we don't have a 3 and a 4 because the 3 and the 4 went back to China. But anyway, yeah, so this only has, I can actually show you kind of what I do. You can see white had things written down, and then we changed to floss, which is fairy floss, and then those things got done. And I also, what I do like to do is write down the times that each thing takes, so I know how long, like I know how long this block of printing will take. So the black, I had a 4 hour 15 minutes, I had 6 hours 34 minutes, I had 9 hours 41 minutes, 2 hours and 45. So I knew the black took that amount of time. And then these I have a basic idea of how long the disc sets take. So as you can see, they get printed in like 4, 4 and 2 because there's 10. And yeah, once that's done, this will get changed out because there's, as you can see here, I don't know if you can see here, there's no more green. So those greens are done. So I now need to decide what's going to go on this machine. Now, there are rules for what gets printed on what machines. The one with the pastel green on it, and the one with the red on it's not so bad, but mostly the one with the pastel green on it, I can't print dark colours on that machine because it presses down too hard into the bed, and it's kind of hard to tell. I don't know if you can. No, I don't think you're going to be able to. Can you tell that there's a difference in those colours? This is paler than this, and it's not going to focus, and I can't touch the screen to make it focus. There we go. It's not very, it's probably, honestly it's probably more me than anything else, but yeah, it does press down hard on the bed. So this side, that's always, because this is how they print, when this comes off the print bed it's always a little paler, so I don't ever do dark prints on that machine. So that will determine what goes on that machine. So that's why I have a dark green on here and the purple over there, but on this one I have the pastel green. So more than likely what I will do is there's an order here, hi Lisa, with a lot of fairy floss in it, and we also have a fairy floss up here as well. So I will probably organise these and this to go on that. Oh no, I won't actually, because pastel green's going on there. See, this is the thing, like, this is why I write the numbers down next to these things so I know. So when I come back in and organise this, I will write down 6 next to all of these because they're going over to number 6 machine. So I'll know that, I mean, these are bath bombs, so these are going to take days, because there's a 60, a 40, an 80, and 80 takes 17 hours, and there's another 80 there, it'll take another 17 hours again. So there's like 70, there's probably 4 days printing here in just this order, in this part of the order here. So that then means that machine is tied up for what, 3 or 4 days with that colour, right? So we have to ignore that once that's organised. So the fairy floss will probably go, yeah, so this is the thing, I haven't sat down and organised it. Now the white machine only has facet. What are we doing? We're doing facet 60. So this is 58% done, and it takes 9 hours, so that's still got another, say, 4 hours or so to go. And then it has a 17-hour, you can see it's got a 17-hour print to go on it. And then I've got pink lined up next to go on that. So once the facet has the big facet, this is only the small one. Once the big facet, I will change the filament to pink, and then the pink will go on there, and there's 2 hours and 1 minute of printing on there, and there should be yes, as you can see here, it actually says 7, so that's already organised. So more than likely I will probably move the fairy floss over to number 7 after the pink. So what I'll do is I take all these bits of paper and see how long there is in printing on each of the printers, and then I'll know what to organise. And you can see this one has a fairy floss on it, and this one has a fairy floss on it. So I will organise that all of these go on the one with the fairy floss, and like this one has got purple on it, this one has got purple on it, and that machine over there still has purple on it. So these will still get these will get printed next after whatever is on getting printed there now. You can see this one has 2, so this one is already organised, this one is not. But yeah, so on and so forth. But yeah, it's kind of hard to explain, but because I like to I still prioritise the orders that come first. These are actually in order. See, this is 53, that's 56, then we've got 57, 58 and 60. So they're in order of when they came in, but it's quicker, not by much, because it really doesn't take that long to change filament. What takes a long time is, see, once this finishes, I have to take it off, clean the bed, put the bed back on, and then start the next print, and by that time it will have cooled down, so it's got to warm back up again. Now if you're doing that, you have to, because it's cooled down, to change filament you need your hot end has to be hot, so you've got to heat it back up again, change the filament, so it adds extra time. So if you can consolidate, it just makes things just a little bit quicker. I mean, even if it's only like 5 minutes each time, 5 minutes, you know, 10 times a day is almost an hour. So it does help get orders out quicker if I consolidate them, rather than just go, okay, so we've got 1 purple here, and then we're going to change the filament and do 2 reds, and then we're going to change the filament and do 6 fairy flosses, you know what I mean? So, but yes, that's that's how things are getting organised in the house. And now this used to be, you can see it's a really big desk with a really whole lot of rubbish underneath it. It's a really big desk, and this used to be my sewing desk. So the reason I haven't done any sewing is because I got nowhere to cut fabric anymore. All the bath bombs are now going to come with little cigar bands, because I noticed when I have 2 of the, well, not necessarily those, because you can pretty much see the difference, but I will forget what sizes these are once they're just sitting there without a wrap around them. It's like, okay, so what size is that? I don't know what size that is until I measure it. So I've made little cigar bands. That one doesn't have one because I'm going to reprint it, because I don't like the insides of it. It just had a moment. I don't know if I can get that to focus. It's got a little, somewhere in there it has a little hole, and I didn't like it, so I'm going to reprint it. I'm probably a little bit too much of a perfectionist, but so be it. I would rather, oh, I've done that wrong. I would rather send out products that are, you know, a day late and perfect, rather than a day early and shit. The only thing today I have been praying for is that the power didn't go off because we've had so many storms. Yeah, alright, so I'm going to end this video with a bit of cuteness. You see me do a bit of cuteness right there. Say hello, Sogsy. Oh, there he is. He's my little Sogs. Hello. How you doing, little baby? He was hiding before. He was a bit scared of the storms when it hailed. But he's alright now. Aren't ya? Hey? Oh, he's alright now, Mum. Yeah. He's a good boy. And then we got the other little fella. Oh, the little fella. He's not even little, are ya? Sleeping for a change instead of whinging for food. I'm an evil mother. I'm an evil mother. Say hello to the peoples. Boogly. Hello. Hello. Yes. So he's looking after the boxes for you guys. But yes, that's it. That's the organisation part. I will show you once I organise these into wherever they're going. I will show you the part of putting them on the card so that I can bring them out and put them onto the printers. Alright, bye. Okay, as you can see, I've actually worked out what needs to be on what machine. So I'm now going to go and add all of these files to the new cards, because as you can see, every single one says new card. So I'll add all these onto a new card, and then I'll go and sit them with all the machines, and then they can be printed when all the files that are already printing finish. Okay, so I have my micro SD card here, and I have the my 3D files here. Now I've created all these G-code files already so that I can just drag them straight onto my onto the SD card and take them out to the printer. So I need, for this new card, I need Donut 60, so I'm just going to drag that straight onto there. Now I need to do the bottom of the chill cup, of the chill pill again, but I don't want to do the whole thing, so I don't want to drag the whole chill pill from here because it will take too long. Whereas if I just do the bit that I want to redo, which is this bit, it won't take as long. So I'll just drag this into Cura, which is my slicing program. This is an STL file. This turns it into G-code, which is what the printer reads. And you can see now it will only take 1 hour. I'm going to write this down. 1 hour and 32 minutes, which is better than the 6 hours or something it takes to do the whole thing, because I only need this part. So then I will save that to removable disk, and then you can see that here it says what it says there. Right, okay, so now that is the two purple ones that are needed. Now we need some other files for printing with white, so we're going to go down, do if I can find it, shapers. We need angle and waves 3, so I grabbed those. These are, like I said before, these are STL files. I drag these into Cura, put them where I want them. I'm a little OCD about this. I like to have everything lined up in exactly the middle. And then I will slice those, save to the card, and while I'm here I'm also going to write down how long it takes. You can see here it will take 3 hours and 47 minutes, so I'll know that that is how long that will take. I also like to go in and put the actual name of what the files are so that I don't forget. And then we don't need those anymore. Actually, we don't even need Cura anymore. And then the other the rest of the white file is pull throughs. Now, a lot of people will order a funnel and an end cap. So I have large and small, and then sometimes like 2 orders will have funnels and end caps in them, so as you can see I've got ×2. So for this one I need an end cap, a small end cap and a small funnel, so because it's already made I don't have to make it every single time. I just do that and then that's it. Now that I can take out of, oh there, say hello to Robert Pattinson. I can take this out of here now, out of the computer, and take it out to the printer, and we will start the printer. Alright, bye. Ow! Okay, sorry about the lighting, there's not much I can do. The overhead light doesn't work, so I've only got the lamp over here. Alright, so this one has finished its big giant list, so that goes in the bin. And this is the little list that we just did on the computer, and there's the little micro SD card. So we'll take the old one out, put the new one in. Now this has nothing, you can see I've just taken off the diamond or whatever it was, and it's all prepped ready to go. So now, oh, I don't know, I could probably show you what I'm doing. I'll have to put the screen down so I can see. Otherwise I will not be able to show you because it's so bright. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it or not. Alright, so we go down to print from TF and then refresh because we've put a new one in there. Now the first thing we're going to do is a donut 60 because it says on my list do first. So we go down to donut 60, we press that, and then now this is going to heat up. This is going to heat up to 50. This is going to heat up to 200 because that's the temperatures that I print at. So I'm just going to just leave this and we'll fast forward. Actually no we won't, because who cares. I will just turn this off and I'll turn it back on when it starts to print. Okay, so it's just at almost 200, so I thought I would turn it back on again. Just waiting. So, and while we're waiting, this is the upgrades that'll get done to this printer at some point when it's not in use. Ha ha. Alright, so you can see it's done. It says its heating is done. You probably can't see that. And now it's going to go down to home. And then it does what's called what I've heard called a swipe layer, and basically it's just swiping off filament off the nozzle. I don't know why it does it, I guess there's a reason for it. And then it will go around and will do what is called a skirt. This is always a good way to test to make sure that your machine is level. You don't need to do a skirt, but I do it, and it's a little bit of waste, but I don't mind having that little bit of waste because I'd rather have that than not have everything level. So all I do is just check to make sure that it's not sitting up too far, that it's not too squished in. That's perfect. And then I'll leave it go, and that'll now go for, I don't know, because I didn't write down how long the donut was going to take, how long the 60ml donut takes. And then yeah, that's it. That's the whole printing process. I mean, I didn't show you the, you know, creating models or anything like that, but yeah, that's sort of. But yeah, the upgrade kit you can see here is this bit, which is there, and then the Bowden tube. And honestly, I've upgraded 3 others with it already, and it's seriously well worth it. I've also got lights coming from Printer Mods in America that go up in the top up here, little LED lights, so I don't have to have a lamp on all the time. But yeah, as you can see, it's just going around doing around the outside. So This is the donut. So this will be the surround of the donut. I can tell that because it's done 2 layers that are separate from one another, and then we'll fill these in. It'll go fill it in, and then the top and the bottom will go up here. Round and round it goes, and this is this is real time. This is how slow it goes. I mean, I can make it print faster, but the faster you print, the less detail you have, and I don't want to produce shitty prints. So this is the speed that I go. You can see it's doing its thing, filling in the inside. And it's probably why it is wobbling the camera. Oh dear. It does do that, guess you got it goes like this. And because it's a donut, as you can see, it's done a hole in the centre because that's where the donut bit is. Ooh. Don't mind me, just there's a jump there. Oh no, it's just the start of the fold. Never mind, just thought it was having a fit. But yes, this will now go and it will fill all of this in. Oh, that's right, I was going to do this one more outline. And then, yeah, see now you can see that it's starting to fill it in. And then it just builds in layers. It'll do all 3 of them, and it'll come back and it'll do the second layer on everything, and then we'll do the 3rd layer, and so on and so forth. And this surround is what will take the longest because the donut cups are half the size. So these will be this high, and then this will be this high. So yeah, and that's it. That's the exciting world of 3D printing for you. I mean, at this point I'll walk away because I can see that everything's sticking down nicely. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I'll come back in 4 hours, 6 hours, however long a 60mm donut takes. No, that's a round. Less than 6 hours because a donut 70 takes 6 hours. And then peel it off and move on to the next one. But that's it. So when I can show you, I can actually spin you around here. But that is what a first layer looks like. This is obviously not bath bombs but shapers. But yeah. So that's it, and then that will just go through. You can see we're coming down here. You can see that first layer going down like that. Like I said, it just builds up in layers, layer after layer after layer, until you've got how thick you've told it to print. And that's it. That's the wonderful world of printing. Alright, well I'll leave it at that because I imagine this, probably like all my other videos, is a long video with me rambling, but at least you got a nice view of Robert Pattinson in the middle, so there's that. Yeah, I probably should have changed my desktop, probably, but oh well, never mind. Alright guys, I'll see you for the next one. Bye!